Hey you guys, I am back here with another haul from Two Timing Tart. I don't know what haul number this is. It's probably like 8 or 9. Anyways, Becky, she's kind of changed up a little bit how she does stocking her website. Before, I think she just kind of would add stock, and I don't think she announced it, or she would say, hey, I'm working on these types of scents, and it would go up on the website. Now what she's doing is she's just pouring things, and then she's restocking every 2 weeks, and you know exactly what she's going to restock, and you go in there and you buy, and things like that. So that's pretty much how it's going now. Now, when she does restock, there's always just lots of interesting new blends on there. And I hadn't ordered from the past couple restocks, and then this one came out. She also does monthly samplers. This month for July, it was a blue sugar sampler. I really love blue sugar, and I don't really have a whole lot of blends in blue sugar, so I really wanted that. So the blue sugar sampler went up, I think sometime during the week, and then she restocked on a Saturday or Sunday. Luckily, a couple of the samplers were still available when I placed the order, so I was able to kind of get everything at once. For anyone that hasn't watched a Two Timing Tart haul that maybe in a little bit, you may have been used to back before. Becky would only do clamshells and uncolored wax, or wax is always 100% soy wax, I believe. And so nowadays she's got these really colorful, like set shot cups and the ellipse cups, and then she does like these wax pies and loaves and all these different new kind of cute shapes and chunks and things like that. So just something that I don't think she did a whole lot before, but I'm digging it. I mean, I love her clamshells. I don't think she's doing clamshells at all anymore. It's all the scent shot cups and the shapes and things. But she's kind of, jazzed up a little bit how she's doing her stuff. And looking at this haul here, there's just like a lot of color, a lot of just cute things, a lot of glitter. So I'm really digging kind of like what she's got going on now. Okay, so first I want to start off with the samples. And Becky, if you see this, thank you so much for the samples. Your samples are always really generous. I'm pretty sure these are all samples and not things that I ordered. I know for sure this is a sample. This is a single scallop here in pumpkin creme brulee cider donuts. Perfect for fall coming up here soon. I know it's July, but I'm telling you guys, fall is going to be here before we know it. Oh, that is really good. That is really, really good. I was a little worried when I saw the cider because I wasn't sure if the cider was going to be like, sometimes apple scents can come off as like perfumey and a little artificial. This one's not. This is a really good, authentic, mostly dominant on the pumpkin and a little bit on the creme brulee kind of scent. It's really gorgeous. This is perfect for fall. Absolutely. That's a really good one right there. Okay, the next sample here is in, it's a chunk here. And once again, look at that big chunk with all of that glitter on it. This is in pink watermelon snow-kissed mittens. I really like this. It's really interesting because you do get that like cold air sort of scent. I don't know how you capture cold air in a scent, but I mean, I've smelled this something like that before. You can definitely get that scent in here, but you can also get the watermelon. And it is pink watermelon, so I don't know if that's pink sugar. I'm pretty sure there is pink sugar in here. Becky always does really well with pink sugar. It's very rarely it very rarely overtakes the scent. If there is pink sugar in here, I think there is. This is a really good blend. It's so interesting because watermelon is such a summery scent, and then the snow-kissed mittens obviously is a crisp winter type of scent. But it goes really well together. Really, really well. Actually, that's something I may rather melt in my bedroom because it's kind of like just fresh. Okay, this next one here is Ming Thorn Lavender Dusty Mexican Morning. Ming Lorn? I'm not understanding what that, I don't understand what that says. This is really pretty. I have no, Ming Fern, maybe? This is really nice. I like the lavender in here too. It's just a really nice, I can't explain this. You can definitely get the lavender in here. I think I cannot tell you if this is a sweet lavender or an herbal lavender because this blend is just very interesting. I don't know how to describe this. It's like you can get the lavender in there, but you can get, I think, like a green scent and just like a really clean kind of powdery scent. That's interesting. That's really good. I really, really love that one. This next one here, and I think this is a sample. This one is an Autumn Joy, and she's got the sprinkles on there. Oh, this is good. This does smell like maybe pumpkin and apples again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's that is what is in here. I would say that you do get a slight bakery note in here, but not as much of a bakery note as you get in that sample that was like the pumpkin creme brulee cider donut thing. But it's really good. That one is a really, really nice one. Once again, I'm digging all of these autumn scents coming up. Okay, the next one here is another sample. This is in Magenta Nectar Vetiver. So magenta. There's definitely, I think, what is this? Is this like a honey scent? A honey floral scent? It's very pretty. It's very feminine. Whatever this one is, but I'm getting kind of like a sweet, I think a sweet honey scent out of it. It's not super strong on cold, so I'm having a harder time sniffing that one. But it's definitely interesting. I said Becky always is really good with the blends. Okay, getting into, these are kind of all in weird order here. The first one here is a scent shot in Delight. This is Blackberry Violet and a sharp underscore of Key Lime. Oh, it's really good. You know, now that I know what's in here, I got this as a sample in my last order and I had no idea like what was in here or anything like that. I can smell the violet now. Now that I know what's in there, you do get like a powdery floral. The nice thing I like about this is blackberry can get very funky to me. This blackberry that's in here is not funky. Now, I don't smell blackberry super strong in here, but there's no funky blackberry smell in here. I also don't really smell the key lime. Let me smell the bottom. I think I can smell the key lime if I take it out and I kind of sniff the bottom of the scent shot. I can definitely get a key lime scent. I don't know why that is. I know like people I've seen like when they do hauls, like they'll take out the scent shot and smell the bottom. So I don't know why that is. Like maybe if there's just more fragrance oil collects on the bottom of things than collects on the top of it. But I can smell the key lime. That's a really good one. That's a kind of unexpected, just kind of really nice blend. Okay, the next one is a 4-pack of scallops in Drunk Photography. And this one is a 3 olive gin martini with a twist of yuzu. This is really good. And this one actually, I really like all of her drunk scents. You can smell that there is like an alcohol-y sort of scent in here, but it's not like super alcohol-y. It's like a pretty alcohol scent. And I like that twist of yuzu. I think yuzu is very similar to a citrus, or it is some kind of citrus fruit. So you can definitely get that in here. This is really delicious, absolutely delicious. And I'll let you guys know this too. I have melted Drunk Photography before. I think it was in her old wax formula. And I remember on cold, I had a harder time smelling it. I can tell you this, in the new wax formula, I can definitely smell this really easily on cold. So that one is, yeah, on cold throw, I can get a lot of scent out of that one. Okay, the next one here is Drunk Status Updates. So what this is going to be a pie. So she sends everything in the bakery bag like that. So I took it out over here so people could get a little bit of a better look at it. And look at that super cute pie with the big chunks and all the micro glitter. So this one is a pomegranate lavender martini. And I have also melted this one before. I think it was in the old wax formula, and the throw from this one, I believe, was like a high. It did pretty well. I was really happy with it. And it's a really good scent. It's just so pretty. If I did not know this was a pomegranate lavender martini, I don't think I would have ever guessed that, because it's just really good and it's blended so well that it's just really pretty. You can get the pomegranate. It's not, sorry, I hate it when the color goes weird. The pomegranate is not really that tart in it. It's just like a really nice fruit scent. And the lavender in here, it's not super sweet, but it's also not super herbal. She's got like a good middle of the road, to me, like kind of lavender. And you can also get that same martini scent, that same slightly alcoholic scent that you can get in the other one. So I really, really like this one. This one is really good. So that is Drunk Status Update. So continuing on with the drunk theme, this one here, it's a 6-pack of scallops in Drunk Scallops, little flower tarts and drunk texting. So this one is a cucumber mojito. And once again, this one is also delicious. You can get that, like, once again, a pretty alcohol scent, but with the cucumber, it's kind of like fresh and spa and clean. It's really good. It's really good. And once again, I think this is the first time I've gotten this in the new wax formula, and the cold throw is definitely stronger than I was getting out of my older clamshells in this one. So I'm really excited to melt that one. I think I had another, I'm not sure if I had any more of the drunk scents. I think that's it. I also got this 6-pack of flower tarts and toffee marshmallow, so pretty self-explanatory. Absolutely delicious. Really, really good. And this almost smells like a, I like it because it's a toffee, but it almost smells kind of close to coffee or kind of close to like a slightly burned toffee scent. And you may not think that sounds good, but I really like how this smells. It's kind of got more of an edge to it. It's not like a creamy toffee. It's a more in-your-face, like, stronger toffee scent. So, I really like that one. That one is a good bakery one. Okay, the next one is this 4-pack of scallops. This is in honeydew blackberry, which is just honeydew melon and blackberry. This is absolutely good. And the blackberry in here is actually slightly stronger than the honeydew. And it's, once again, she's got a good blackberry fragrance oil. This is not a perfumey weird one. This smells like an authentic blackberry scent. So I really like that one. That one is really good. It's really bright and fresh. The next one is, I think, pineapple tomato leaf. Now this one she had, this was like from her last restock, but there was like a couple that were still hanging around, and I wanted to get this because it's interesting. So this is heady and green tomato leaf with an incisive bite of pineapple, not your mama's green scent. So I was definitely interested to see how this is. Now let me take this out and smell it from the bottom because I really do want to get a good sniff of this. You know what? It's really weird because it does smell green like a plant. I mean, it smells, because I know it's tomato leaf. You definitely get just like a really plain plant smell. Along with the juiciness of the pineapple. And this is a good pineapple. It's not overly tart. It's not overly sweet, and it's not artificial and nasty. So it's definitely an interesting scent. This probably smells like really close to what a pineapple and like a tomato leaf or a plant leaf or something smells like, actually. And it's interesting. It's interesting, and I do like it. I do like it. It's definitely different. I kind of have to digest this one a little bit more. But yeah, that's a really, really unique blend. The next one here is Sea Nymph. And this one here is in the 4-pack of scallops. This is Sea Witch, which is driftwood, kelp, and ocean. And then agave sea salt. So pretty much like any kind of sea scent or driftwood scent is in here. And it is definitely very strong. Now it is a little bit less potent than a salty sea air tart, because I've had tarts before that are just plain salty sea air. They're very strong. They're very in your face. This one is not as much in your face. So if salty sea air is a little bit too much for you, but you still like that type of scent, you may want to try this one. It's just really, it's really pretty. It's like salty sea air, but less potent and prettier. Is probably the best way that I can describe that one here. Okay, this next one I haven't smelled yet. I mean, the scents have come wafting toward me, but I've been trying not to smell it because I want to smell it on camera first. I'm excited about this one. Strawberry Flower Sandalwood. This is a bittersweet tart strawberry floral chunks with a sensual sandalwood overpour. And I got 2 of them. And I absolutely love sandalwood and I love strawberry. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to have to try this out. This is good. This is really, really good. She has the word bittersweet in the scent description, but I do not smell anything in here that's bitter, bittersweet, or anything like that. It smells like a really nice, sweet, sugary strawberry. Along with, you're right, like a muted kind of floral scent. You can't tell it's in there. And the sandalwood. And the sandalwood is not overly dominant. I know sandalwood is a very strong scent, but you can actually smell the strawberry equally along with the sandalwood. It's a really good scent. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. This is just hands down beautiful. This is fucking amazing. So I love this one. If that one ever comes back, or Becky, if you watch this, I'm going to beg you, can you make that in a pie sometime? Maybe not for the next restock because I need to like sit out a couple. But that is a kick-ass scent. I mean, your scents are always good, but that one in particular is awesome. Okay, the next one here are a couple set shots in blueberry lime cheesecake. There were a couple people, I think, that were raving about this one. It came out in the last restock. This is sweet fruity blueberry cheesecake filling, graham cracker crust, and a tart key lime zest. Oh, you know what? This is good. This is good. It's definitely one of the thicker types of blueberry scents. You can definitely pick that up, but you can get like that really tart, the zesty lime. I think I had used the word zesty yesterday a lot. You can get the zesty lime in here. And the graham cracker crust. The one I'm having the harder time picking up is the cheesecake filling, but I've melted cheesecake scents. It's not something I'm super familiar with. But this is, that is good. Like, really, really good. That's great. That's good. I'm just sitting here thinking about it. I'm like, man, God, that smells good. Woo, nice, nice, nice. Okay, these next two here are green tea, lemongrass. I'm gonna butcher this pronunciation. Nag Champa. Okay, I don't even know what that is, and if you guys want, you can put it in the comments and be like, hey, Nag Champa is blah, but honestly, after this, I'm just gonna Google it so I can see what the heck it is. But anyways, this is a green tea and lemongrass overwhelmed with fresh notes of Indian incenses. Oh, so that must be what Nag Champa is, incense, an Indian incense scent. And you know what? This absolutely smells like incense. You guys know, like when you go into, you know, like only like those types of stores sell incense, you know, like the ones that always sell like the healing rocks and the incense and like the beaded purses, like those types of stores. And they always have that very strong incense smell. That's exactly what this smells like. Now you can smell the other stuff in there. It is prettier. It is slightly more muted than that like very strong incense smell. But if you don't like incense, do not get this one. I'm okay with it. I would say it's not my favorite. But yeah, that's interesting. That's, I think, the first time I've had Nag Champa, I'm sorry, in a tart. And it's definitely a new type of scent to me. So I'm really excited to melt that one. This next one here is lemon berry white tea. This is tea, lemon, raspberries, strawberries, and blueberries. Oh, that is definitely overall like a really authentic, slightly tart kind of berry scent all overall. I think the raspberries is what I smell first, followed by the strawberry. But it's a really good fruit scent. And I can also get the lemon in there too. Maybe that's what's making it more tart. Maybe it's the lemon I'm smelling as well. It's really good. And that white tea note, you can get it in there, but the berries are definitely like the star performer in that blend. Okay, these next two here are Midnight Musk, and this is a heady deep musk with undertones of orris root, fern, geranium, and woods. I absolutely love this one. I really love this one. This smells so mysterious, masculine, pretty, woodsy. It's just really good. This is really, really good. I don't know what orris root is either. O-R-R-I-S. This is really good. This smells like, I don't know. It smells like masculine forest heaven in a tart. It's really good, man. Becky, you're gonna have to make like a lot of these over again because they're just so good. Oh my goodness, I'm like in scent heaven over here. These next ones over here are in nectarine, rice flour, sea salt. And you can see that I was pretty sure I was going to like it, so I got 3 of these. So what this is ripe nectarines and rice flour and sea salt. Sometimes I hate it when I do that. Like, it's exactly what the name is, and I'm like repeating myself a million times. This is another winner. That nectarine scent is absolutely authentic, ripe nectarine. It smells like a fruit, you know, not like a fruit fragrance. That is a fruit scent. And the rice flour is slightly floral, but overall, like, it's floral, but maybe like 25% floral. So it's in there, you can smell it, but it's not overly dominant. And the sea salt, you can also smell that in here, but it's also not overly dominant. It's not overly salty. So this is like, to me, on cold, 50% nectarine, 25% floral, and 25% salty. It's a really good scent. I don't know how she thinks of these scents. I would never be able to think of these. I'd be blending like the same things over and over. Okay, these next two here are pink sugar, sea salt, lotus. You guys know I'm like one of the biggest pink sugar whores around here. So this one is pink sugar, lotus, and sea salt. I did it again. It's exactly what's on here. This is good. Now, normally her pink sugar is not super dominant in her blends. I will say in this one, the pink sugar is definitely the strongest note. I'm actually having a harder time on cold picking up the Lotus scent, which I think is a floral scent, and the Seesaw scent actually. But yeah, definitely pink sugar dominant. I mean, it's a good pink sugar, so I definitely want to melt that one and see if I can get the other ones, the other scents to come out a little bit. Okay, this next one here is Plumberry Tea. This is green tea laced with plum, spice, and raspberry notes. It's good. You know, plum is a scent that I don't run across a whole lot, and I like it because it's kind of like a deeper, darker kind of fruit scent that I'm not used to. There is spice in here, but it's not overly spicy. And the raspberry in here is also pretty good. Very slightly tart, very authentic type of raspberry scent. Okay, these next two here are rosemary, rosemary, pepper, sandalwood. I'm like having a night, huh? So this is she calls this one a dry, heavy sandalwood, completely capsized with a masculine overdose of herbal, rosemary, and black pepper. Knock you on your butt strong and full of fight. So sorry about the camera here not focusing. It wants to focus on everything in the back. I will say on cold, this one doesn't have the strongest cold throw, so I'm really trying to get my nose on here to smell it. I can smell the rosemary. I'm not exactly sure if I'm smelling black pepper. You know, like black pepper is one of those things that I've never really smelled necessarily before. Like I know I've smelled it, but you know what I'm saying? Like you guys know what I'm saying. It's an interesting blend. I will say that the sandalwood in here does seem drier. So that scent description absolutely sounds right. So I don't know if this is a different sandalwood fragrance oil than is normally used because it does smell drier. I don't really know how else to describe that, but it's interesting. That's another really interesting one. Okay, this next one here is rosemary pomegranate lemonade. I'm pretty sure this is exactly what is supposed to be in here. Yep, she calls this one sophisticated and fruity, or sophisticated as I would say. This is definitely fruity. Definitely fruity, so bright. The pomegranate lemonade is stronger on cold than the rosemary, but I definitely want to see if that rosemary comes out when it's melted. This next one here is Tranquility. This is a green tea with lemon and willow. This is really beautiful. That willow scent, it smells, I'm assuming that's some kind of floral scent. Or, I mean, I know there's like willow trees. Yeah, that much I know, but it's really beautiful. It's a really good floral. And it's a floral that I'm not super familiar with. It's nice. You can smell the lemon, and the lemon in there makes that blend smell fresh. It's not really like an overly tart or dominant lemon. It just kind of is adding to the freshness of to that floral scent. I really do like that one in there. Okay, this last one here is Type O, and I almost didn't get this one because it has cherry in it. Oh no, she calls it black cherry, and I was pretty sure that was the cherry I don't like, and that is the cherry I do not like. So I think black cherry is the one I hate, and regular cherry tends to be better. So this is a mix of blood lime and black cherry. All I can smell in there is black cherry. I'll tell you that much. So if you like black cherry, that one's for you. But if you're like me, then just stay away. So the last things I got here are the blue sugar sampler. I don't have scent descriptions, but I'm just going to give these a sniff. So this one here is Midnight Blue Sugar. Oh, sorry. And it's this really big, chunky flower tart. Pretty. Really pretty. So, you know, I'm wondering if that is the same scent as the Midnight Musk, just mixed with blue sugar, because it's just really pretty, and I can smell the blue sugar in there, but the whatever that other scent is in there is pretty strong. So let me smell the Midnight Musk again. I think so. I think so. It's hard to tell, but either way, this is a really good. This is just really good. It's not overly blue sugar dominant. If that is the Midnight Musk, that is just like a really nice woodsy kind of, you know, masculine scent mixed with that sweeter blue sugar. But I know blue sugar is like the cologne version of the pink sugar, so obviously it shouldn't be overly feminine, but it is a little sweeter. It's definitely a good blend. This next one here is Blue Sugar Cookies. Once again, right up my alley. So good. And that is a really good cookie scent. That must be a sugar cookie scent, I think. Yeah, that is a really good sweet sugar cookie scent. And I swear that I can smell like even a little bit of frosting in there, although that might be my imagination. This next one here is blue sugar tea and cucumber. Ooh, I like this one. You know, that tea scent in here is very strong. And that cucumber scent, you really can't smell it a whole lot on cold on its own, but you can detect like an overall freshness in here. And still with that cologne scent of the blue sugar. That one's really good. Those are some kick-ass blue sugar blends. The next one here is a scent shot in blue sugar chocolate amber. And I think this is the second scent shot I had with something with amber in it, which I think the other one smelled a little bit like honey. This is interesting because it kind of just smells pretty. Chocolate is normally like a really dominant scent. And it kind of just smells pretty, I would have to say. Either that or my nose is kind of getting screwed up, but I'd have to melt that one. I don't smell a whole lot of blue sugar in there. It's just kind of nice. And the last one here is blue sugar sea salt lotus. And I think this is similar to, similar to one of the other ones that I had gotten. This is really good. She has all of these seem to have like a really nice touch with the blue sugar. Because sometimes I hate when you get a sampler of like some scents and they pretty much all smell the same. And you're like, okay, you know, like what? Like seriously, I can tell you that all of these blue sugar ones smell different. Cause you know, like it would suck to get a sampler and have all 5 smell like blue sugar. And then you're like, what's the point of blending them? You can actually smell all the differences in the blends and all the different stuff in here. This one is definitely very, this one, you can smell the sea salt, you can smell the floral, and you can once again get that blue sugar scent, which is like a little sweeter and really nice, but somehow still yet masculine. That's really good. So this is the blue sugar sampler in its entirety, the 3 big, these 3 things, and then the 2. So that was the blue sugar sampler. Okay, you guys, so I think that was it. This is an awesome haul. I'm having a great time with all of this stuff, and I cannot wait to start melting. I don't think I've melted any of my newer Two Timing Tart because I'm still letting everything cure and all. But I think I'm going to be able to start rolling through some of my stuff for my last haul here shortly, and I should have some warm reviews. But look at all this color. Look at all the color and the shapes and the pie that's over here butting his way. Hey, get out of the way. Everybody, pie's coming. Into everything. So I'm loving all this stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.